Iran's supreme leader has gone underground. As U.S. warships surge toward the Middle East and tensions spike to their highest level in years, new reports say Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has moved into a fortified bunker in Tehran. Amid fears a U.S. strike may be imminent. What's unfolding is not just military brinksmanship, but a crisis converging on multiple fronts. War warnings abroad and unrest at home. According to Tehran International, citing two informed sources, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has relocated to a heavily fortified underground shelter in Tehran. The complex is described as a wartime facility with interconnected tunnels designed to withstand potential attacks. The report adds that Khamenei's third son, Masoud Khamenei, has assumed day-to-day control of the Supreme Leader's office, acting as the main channel of communication with Iran's executive leadership. The move comes as tensions between Tehran and Washington escalate sharply. Earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump said a powerful American naval armada was heading toward the Middle East. Speaking aboard Air Force One, Trump said the deployment was being made just in case he decides to act against Iran. U.S. Navy officials have confirmed that the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln and multiple guided missile destroyers are currently positioned in the Indian Ocean. They are expected to reach the Middle East in the coming days. Additional air defense systems are also being repositioned, likely to protect U.S. and Israeli air bases. Britain has also entered the picture. The UK has announced it will deploy RAF Euro Typhoon jets to Qatar, following a request from Doha, as regional tensions continue to rise. Iran has responded with stark warnings. Revolutionary Guard Commander General Mohammad Pakpour said Iranian forces are more ready than ever, with their finger on the trigger, prepared to carry out the Supreme Leader's orders. A senior Iranian official told Reuters that any attack on Iran would be treated as an all-out war, warning Tehran would respond in the hardest way possible. The external standoff comes against the backdrop of deepening unrest inside Iran. Weeks of protests, sparked by economic hardship and a sharp collapse of the Iranian rial, have spread nationwide since late December. Authorities responded with a sweeping security crackdown and what activists describe as the longest and most extensive internet shutdown in Iran's history. The U.S.-based human rights activists news agency, HRANA, reports at least 5,002 people were killed during the crackdown. That figure includes 4,716 demonstrators, 43 children, and 40 civilians not directly involved in protests. HRANA also says at least 26,541 people were arrested. Iranian authorities have not confirmed these numbers. Addressing an emergency session of the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, UN High Commissioner Volker Turk said thousands, including children, had been killed. He urged Iran to end what he called brutal repression, calling for a moratorium on the death penalty and raising concerns about forced confessions and summary trials. Amid mounting international pressure, Iran has acknowledged diplomatic backing from India. Mohammad Fatali, Iran's ambassador to New Delhi, publicly thanked India for opposing a UN Human Rights Council resolution aimed at scrutinizing Iran's rights record. He called India's vote principled and firm, a rare show of support at a moment of soaring Iran-US tensions. Meanwhile, Supreme Leader Khamenei has gone underground. U.S. warships are moving into position, and Iran warns of all-out war. The Middle East is poised on a knife's edge. This is no longer just a diplomatic crisis. It is a collision of military escalation, internal unrest, and global power politics unfolding in real time.
Iran sends a stark and calculated warning to its adversaries, and the message is unmistakable. Tehran says its missile power is no longer what the world saw just months ago, and it is now stronger, faster, and more lethal than before. Iran's defense ministry has confirmed a major expansion of its missile arsenal following last year's brief but intense confrontation with Israel. Officials say both the quality and the sheer number of Iranian missiles have increased significantly since the war ended in late June. Speaking on Saturday, Defense Ministry spokesman Brigadier General Reza Tlaib declared that Iran's missile strength has advanced beyond what was deployed during the conflict. He said the experience of the 12-day war reshaped Iran's battlefield strategy and transformed its missile defense capabilities. According to Tlaib, Iran has not only upgraded its offensive missile power, but has also made its air and missile defense systems far more effective. He claimed these improvements were directly driven by real combat experience, gained under direct Israeli and regional pressure. But Tehran is also choosing secrecy as a weapon. The general confirmed Iran has developed sophisticated new missile capabilities, but will keep critical details classified to surprise its enemies at the right moment. This deliberate silence, Iranian officials say, is part of a broader strategy of deterrence through uncertainty. By refusing to reveal its full capabilities, Tehran aims to keep adversaries guessing about the scale and precision of any future retaliation. Tlaib also dismissed recent military threats against Iran, calling them hesitant and hollow. He said such rhetoric only proves that Iran's enemies fear its growing missile power and defense capacity. During last year's conflict, Iranian missiles struck a wide range of military and economic targets across Israeli-controlled territories. Iranian officials claim those strikes caused significant damage and demonstrated a high level of precision and coordination. Military analysts believe the effectiveness of those missile attacks altered the strategic balance of the conflict. Some experts say the growing impact of Iranian strikes played a key role in Washington pushing Israel toward a ceasefire on June 24. That ceasefire may have ended the fighting, but Iranian commanders insist the confrontation is far from over. Officials have repeatedly warned that any future attack on Iran will trigger strikes on US-linked targets across the region.
The Middle East is holding its breath. As a U.S. aircraft carrier strike group steams toward the region, Iran is sending an unmistakable warning to Washington. Any attack will be treated as all-out war. A senior Iranian official, speaking on condition of anonymity with Reuters, says Tehran is watching closely as American military assets move into position. The message is stark. There will be no room for interpretation this time. No shades of gray, no limits. According to the official, Iran hopes the growing U.S. military presence is not meant for confrontation, but hope, he says, does not equal trust. Iran's armed forces are now on high alert, preparing for what he calls the worst-case scenario. And the red line is clear. This time, the official says, any attack, limited, unlimited, surgical, kinetic, whatever they call it, will be treated as an all-out war against us. The response, he warns, would be severe, decisive, and meant to settle the conflict once and for all. The warning comes as U.S. President Donald Trump confirms that an American armada is heading toward Iran. While Trump says he hopes force will not be necessary, he renews sharp warnings to Tehran against killing protesters and against restarting its nuclear program. Iran, for its part, rejects intimidation. If American forces violate Iran's sovereignty or territorial integrity, the response will be immediate, the official says, though he stops short of revealing exactly how Tehran would retaliate. What he does make clear is Iran's mindset. A nation under constant military threat, he argues, has no choice but to ensure that every capability at its disposal can be used to push back and to restore balance against anyone who dares to strike. This is not the first time U.S. forces have surged into the Middle East during heightened tensions. Historically, Washington has described many of these deployments as defensive, but memories are fresh. Just last year, a similar buildup preceded U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear program, a moment that pushed the region to the edge. Now, with warships approaching and rhetoric hardening, the stakes are higher than ever.